Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, the Merc group was pretty pressing with some issues, so we took care of those in Garfont Village, made it a better place. This time, let's see if we can spread our own brand of sunshine against the sun-drenched desert paradise of Alba Cavendish. Feels like it's been so long, but it really hasn't been. We're gonna go over here, and we're gonna talk to Jack and Yachik. My master considers me a part of his family. He is truly a kind soul. What do you want? Hang on. Is something wrong? You lot look awfully familiar. Oh, that's it, now I remember. Really? The town square in Torrigoth, the driver recruitment. I'm Jack. You were there when I got recruited. This was that show of aptitude that we saw all that time ago, and Rex was asking why some people can be drivers and others can't. Of course we remember. Oh, brilliant! It's nice to be remembered. After that, they brought me here to Alba Cavendish for basic training. And now I finally made it. I'm an official driver of the Imperial Army. That's pretty neat. My position in the army lets me send back money to my brothers and sisters, which is nice. I'm glad they're getting support now, but I can't help feeling bad for leaving. First Ma and Da, now me. Our parents weren't really fans of the Ardanian army. I wonder if they'd be disappointed if they could see me now. Really? Ah, well, no use worrying over spilled milk. Anyway, I got other problems. I want to send some Ardanian sweets and toys to my family back home. I bet they get a real kick out of it. But as a new recruit, I don't get much time off, and getting back to Torrigoth isn't really in the cards. I already bought the sweets, but at this rate, they'll go off before I can give them to my brothers and sisters. Tora won't want to help out. Should be easy for Tora and friends. You'll help me out? Thank you so much. I'll run and fetch the stuff right away. Leave it to me. Oof, it's a little heavy. Guess I went a little overboard. Thank you for agreeing to this. Their names are Neil, Zelen, and Morka. Don't get it wrong, yeah? You'll find my siblings in Galad Residential District in Torrigoth. Roger. We meet again. It's nice seeing somebody so minor like this who essentially explained a concept to us in a story cutscene get a little story like this. Ah, Zeal, Orca, and Jack! Here you go, from Big Bro. Oh, cool. It's not just money for a change. Let me see. Thanks for bringing it to us. Ever since our big bro became a driver, we've been eating our fill. Drivers are super cool. If only Da didn't have to leave. Those Ardanian dummies didn't make Ma better either. But at least they made our bro a driver. Ma. Morka, you promised you wouldn't cry for Ma anymore. Oh yeah, gotta be strong. Sorry, Neil, don't make her promise that. Are you all right? After Ma passed away, Da just took off. That was when our bro decided to see if he could become a driver. Hey man, amazing. I'm going to be a driver too. Then I can help out Big Bro. Me too. I'd love to have one of those animal blades. Hey, you two. Thank the nice people properly. Thank you for all the neat stuff. Thanks. That's totally fine. If you see our brother again, please tell him we're doing good. Tora and friends handle it. Thanks again.
Tora tired.
We make it back and Jack ain't here. I'm sorry, but there was an incident and my master was urgently summoned. I think we need to hear the details. Mithra the sword who stick her nose into anything. Apparently, there has been a murder. What? The crime scene is in Smeed Hot Springs. Do you want to try looking for him there? Indeed. Very well then. I will meet you there. Sounds like a job for the Special Inquisitor herself. On the way back, a zombie made it.
But I don't want to hurt anyone.
Kingdom of Uriah got development level 3 just now. I guess they're celebrating that an Ardanian died somewhere. Furthering the whole go places you see in cutscenes. Are you sick of hearing me say that yet? We get an overdrive protocol from that. Oh dear. Friend is okay. Oh, hey, you guys. Sorry, I've just never dealt with anything like this before. Tora back. Oh, well, thanks for taking care of it. How are the kids? I hope they're not too lonely. Worry not. That's good. I wish Da would come back to take care of him like he should. Let's hear the details. After Ma died, he just walked out on us. Blame the Empire, not me, he said. But now it's the Empire that's putting our food on our table. Anyway, enough about that. This is quite the situation. We don't really have any leads on the identity of the deceased woman. Tora wanna help out. Should be easy for Tora and friends. Thanks for your support. If you could find some kind of clues, anything at all, that would be great. What the hell kind of name is Hamish? That's even worse. This is no place for civilians. Please keep your distance. Special Inquisitor Morag, my sincere apologies. No personal effects, no clue to her identity. I'm at my wit's end. I bet that helmet is so big because it has to house your entire brain. Listen, I couldn't. I'm innocent. Let's hear the details. I came here to clean, and there she was, floating in the water. I pulled her out as fast as I could, but she was already. There were no other visitors here. I'm sorry, I only just started this job, and this is all too much for me. I wonder if she had a family. They must be worried sick. Master, do not lose yourself in sentimentality. There is investigating to be done. Look, it appears there was a struggle. They talk differently to Morag than they would to anyone else, and you need to, and that's why I didn't want to take care of this sooner. Technically, you could do this quest earlier. Do you recognize her, Lady Morag? I do. Her name is Sandra Araskane. She was a senator. A senator? Oh my. Indeed. Her husband also sits on the Senate, as I recall. This is bad. This is a major incident. I don't think I'm qualified to... Sir, I need help here. Take her body to HQ and get a field surgeon to look at her. Yes, ma'am. And I guess someone needs to tell her family. Leave that to me. If you're sure, ma'am. It must be difficult. I am accustomed to it. What an unhappy thing to grow accustomed to. Morag is the only one capable of identifying the body. She must be in the party for this. Meaning that if you accepted this sooner, it tells you to come back when you have an Ardanian party member. That's really the quest objective text. Not exactly discreet, is it? And that's why I recommended not doing every quest in town. Away to Harhe Palace. With us obtaining an overdrive protocol, that enables us to move a blade from one party member to another party member, potentially giving Morag some really good, party members. I could do that, I don't think I will. Overdrive protocols are very few in number, unfortunately, despite how helpful they would be and how often you think that you'd want to find them. I'm sure you found them at least once or twice by now, wondering where you can get more of them. There are 3 chests that give them, one in Torrigoth at the driver recruitment, where we first met Jack, one at Mercenary HQ in Garfont, and the one that we just got. Besides that, you can only get them from either the DLC expansion chests, from learning all of the driver skills, or releasing a 4-crown common blade with a complete affinity chart. They're annoyingly hard items to get a hold of, and make use of them really count. Special Inquisitor Morag, what can I do for you? Senator Sandra Araskane was found murdered. My wife?! Can't be serious, tell me you're joking. But Lady Morag doesn't make jokes, does she? Sandra, my Sani. Did she have any enemies? She was the fairest and most honest person I know. I can't imagine what anyone could possibly hold against her. Although if I had to point the finger, it would be those anti-imperialists. I would be interested to hear the details. I hesitate to mention such things in your presence, Special Inquisitor, but there are many who resent the current regime and resort to violence rather than reasoned debate. Of late, their efforts have grown more organized. Some people are beginning to take them seriously. My wife, Sani, is planning to propose legislation to enact tighter controls on such organizations. Surely that couldn't be why... I see. Tell me, where did she... Allow me to explain. Smuid Hot Spring. My wife loved it there. She often visited without a security detail. But nobody would know that, save for myself and her secretary, Cream. Cream! Are you here? Cream, are you here? Where could he have possibly gone to? He's usually very prompt. This is... You don't think... Cream. Well, this is a tricky conundrum. Sandra Araskane's body is being taken to military HQ. Would you please go and take custody of it? We will take care of finding the secretary. Thank you, Lady Morag. Oh, what am I going to tell my son? He's too young to understand. Before we head back, if we explore around here on the rooftop of Hardhay Palace, somewhere around here, actually I think it was just past here, yes! Monob. Ah, Special Inquisitor Morag! I regret to inform you that Emperor Niall is most busy with his official duties at the present time. If you wish to see him, please return another time. Nobody tells me what to do. Man, for all the wanting to get in here that we had all that time ago, this is weird circumstances to be visiting Hardhay Palace for the first time as a group. The throne room. Only one person to talk here, Cameron. It's like how somebody from the Midwest would pronounce Cameron, Cameron. Despite his young age, Emperor Niall is a most wise and gracious ruler. Is that so? Oh, shade from the older sister. It is only thanks to his efforts that we have been able to avoid hostilities with Uriah for so long. Thanks to his majesty, we have kept the bloody business of war to a minimum. How remarkable. As long as Emperor Niall is on the throne, I feel certain the peace of the Moradane will be safe. I just wanted to show this real quick. It's a location we'd only seen in cutscenes up to this point. You know my motto. I can't believe something like this could happen here. I only just got this job and I already want to quit. That's the transportation of the body to military HQ all sorted. Mithra! Thinking the real thoughts here. Thanks. An organization of anti-imperialists. I've only really just arrived at the capital, so I've not heard anything like that. No problems. Ah, but I do have one new clue to offer. Tora, want more info? We found fresh footprints on the top of the cliff just above here. One of the other officers headed up there to investigate, but I haven't heard anything from him yet. Leave it to me. Could you please see what he's up? Could you go see what he's up to, please? Oh yes, to get there you'll need to open the locked gate. It's meant to be off limits to non-military personnel, see? Here, I'll give you the key. Take good care of it. You'll find the investigating officer on top of the cliff. Let me know if he's found anything useful. The Smweed Plant Key. Our objective is gonna take us right over beside the inn.
Off we go! What will we find?
This is a place that I've wanted to go to for so long. Ah, this place. We can now open this door. Remember this driving me nuts for the long... What are you guys doing? Just focus on the job, all right? I'm sure they're military personnel, including that guy walking around with no shoes on. Well, just go up here. This is some level of, like, people walking into the restricted areas in Pokemon X and Y when they say that the area is off limits due to a power outage or something. Okay. So while we're up here, I want to go this way. First off, a treasure trove.
This is for a just cause.
Gotta justify all those things with government purposes. Affinity Max Barrier 2 is a great Ox Core. And then if we head up here, there's these shipping containers going back and forth from a factory out in the field. This is the coolest view of the fields in Morardane that we have had yet, and it's such a shame that it takes something like this to view it now! Well, I don't know if I mean shame that it takes this much to view it, it's just that we've kind of been gone from Morardane for a while, but at least this way it feels earned. Waiting on a box and a prayer, or something like that. Get on it! This is taking us toward this really tall cliffside that is otherwise not... Is this one accessible? Is this the one? Yes, this one is separate from the other ones. It's got a canyon in the middle. For a second there, I was like, wait a minute, that looks like it connects just fine and I could have just walked here the whole time. What the hell do my notes say? But nope, I gotta trust in myself a lot more. I play this game enough.
I could have sworn.
I know it better than I know it. Or something. I'll grab all of these. A propeller poppy. I mean, she can fly. She uses jet boosters, though. I could go for her having some propellers on her, though. I think that could look rather cute. By going onto this remote section of Titan, there is a unique monster here, Slasher Buffoon. Slasher Buff. I thought this was Slasher Buffoon. It's like somebody who likes slasher movies too much. You call them a Slasher Buffoon.
Lady Morag, be careful.
I'd rather play as Rex for this, and I want to have Nia in the party. Bring it on! Yeah!
Try to keep it down!
Yeah.
Oh, cool, we get the good music, yes! Now, if you could just break him, or I could do it, whichever you prefer. It's probably gonna end up being the earlier of the two. 'Cause let's be honest. Good. Then, no break from you guys. Okay, Wolfric is ready to recharge. Seems like he'd be a good choice any second now. You guys, I need you to grab aggro. Thank you. Please do it. This thing's got strong break resistance. It doesn't say no effect on it, so I know it's possible. There is a difference between break resistance and break immunity. If they just outright can't be broken no matter what you try, it'll say no effect when you try to break them. But there it just said resist. Using a drop kick, get me from the back. Morag, get that aggro back right effing now! Yeah! Slashes anus into a million pieces and launch him through the air by doing it. How do these enemies survive it, huh? Use break? No. Using swords dance. Oh no, here we go, here we go, here we go. Mia, use aqua, because you're not really that important to the well, you do have the launch art on you, so maybe that wasn't the best choice, but it's okay, you wouldn't have paid attention to it anyway. You don't need to busy yourself with silly things such as driver combos, of course not. Topple him? No, 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 I need to topple you, I need to topple you. I'm gonna stutter step. Get him. No, don't kick me again, no! What are you doing? This is bad, this is really bad. This is bad. I had my art interrupted at the perfect moment 2 times in a row. It's almost like he's intentionally timed for that. He might be. I need to get out from behind this guy. That is a fan shape in back of him, and if I can just attack from the side, I should be able to still do good. That's another mechanic. Positioning actually matters more than just the bonus effects on your arts. I thought I was to the side of him. There's no display showing that you are.
You worry too much.
If you are in front of an enemy, they are more likely to evade your attacks because they can see it coming. That's a thing to be aware of. Mithra, use your level 3. We'll take Lightning Bolt. You already have a Fire Orb on you. Man, I'm just making so many whiffs in this fight. At least we can get the Blade Combo finisher right now, and it's not going to be delayed any further. Ah, would have been nice if this was a new orb type, though. That's cool. Blow down. Smack them all around. I used that a little bit too soon, but it's okay. I just canceled my special into another special because she's that fast. I think I'll go light, 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 and then we'll do a chain attack. Yeah, I'm just starting with my level 1 special outright after doing pretty much any special at this point, so she can just combo into herself really fast. Light is great for that. Or Nia can just finish us off. We don't have a water orb, and that's a pretty easy element to work with. Nia never has what I want. She really doesn't. Okay, here we go. No break. We are able to do, wow, that was a good combo that he interrupted, but it's okay. Ruinous Weather, sure. I just like the Orb Water better, and if it's there, I'll take that over Light, because we don't have a Dark Blade in the party. Switch over to Pyra, and then we'll chain attack. Fire? You're fired!
Magnificent.
It's up to you.
Morag?
Very well. In I go.
That's a burst. Bursting their balls.
On it.
I mean, he is attacking from behind and underneath, so, you know. Wolfric?
Wolfric.
This has pierce damage to it. Chest laser.
It's up to you, Morag.
Morag's one blade might actually be a bottleneck for our capabilities in chain attacks, now that I'm thinking about it. Because sometimes you don't get the recharge back if you don't hit the timing right.
Take them down.
On it.
Finch can have a moment in the sun. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, doesn't ring a bell, too. Not like it matters. Wolfric, go! Level 3 is good. And that's that. There's that bottleneck I was talking about. Wow!
Whoa, nice.
Good rewards. Good rewards. A motor chip in there. Ice defense up 4. Loads of new skills have been learned. And that's not even the main reason I came out here. Killing the unique monster's fun and all, and I thought that could be a really interesting fight, because it did seem kind of high-leveled. We'll take all of the stuff, and then out on this little outcropping of Earth is a pretty well-hidden treasure trove inside of an already pretty well-hidden secret. For the 2-for-1 deal, a pouch expansion kits. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, what happens if you use a pouch expansion kit on Van Damme? Don't worry. There are enough pouch expansion kits within the game that it's not important if you did that. There are enough for everyone, even Van Damme included, so there will be an extra one left over at the end if you didn't. Morag is definitely the better of the two tanks right now. I think that she could use this a lot more than Nia could. Nia just has break arts abound on everything, and as long as she's using break at least relatively often, that's all I care about. She's also not a part of our driver combo unless she's being played as, so Morag it is. The Cloud Snare Arpeggione sounds really good. That could go on you. So I was hearing the other day from my good musician friend Sab Irene, who's I think she's a music history major, or at the very least she's a music teacher. Either way, she's somebody very important in the world of music, and you should go listen to her stuff. But she was telling me that the arpeggione is a very remote instrument in music history. It is an influential instrument where there's very important pieces of music, very well-known pieces of music that were composed to be played on an arpeggione. But there's no music companies that are making arpeggiones nowadays. The only ones that you'll find in the world are custom made for enthusiasts, or they're in music museums never to be played again. There's probably not that many people living today, if at all, who have ever heard the sound an arpeggione makes exactly. And a lot of these well-known pieces of music that were composed for it are just played on other instruments, and no one's heard the intended way that they were meant to be played. I thought that was very interesting, and she seemed impressed that I knew how to pronounce arpeggione when it's that remote of an instrument. I don't really know where I heard it, but I had heard it before, and I knew it. Up we go, up on top of this. Yeah, we were supposed to be solving a murder or something along those lines. That sounds right. What the hell kind of name is Hamish? Oh, did you get named after an overzealous actor or something? Footprints, but they end here. Still, the culprit would need military help to get through the gate and reach this place. What could it mean? This is...
Very well.
Does this seem acceptable? I would say so, yes. You reckon you can follow them? We'll take care of it. Boy, am I glad to have you helping. I'll send Jack by. You go on ahead. Roger. Support will be along soon. And it looks like that excavation is just in time for Wulfric's increased Earth Mastery. No, it needs Keen Eye and Fortitude of all things.
Treasure acquired.
A positive attitude will get you through.
Fortitude level 5, Keen Eye level 3. Somehow managed to pull it off. Mithra was just trying to mess with us. Mithra standing there was why it took so much strength to lift it out of the ground. Our Merc group just finished up. Military medal and physical defense up 2. Our new Merc missions are road repairs, giving HP attack boost 3 and earth defense up 4. HP attack boost 3 is a pretty nice damage increase. And shipping lanes closed. Better get them reopened. I got a contract on the line here. We don't follow footprints. Oh, no. We look on the map and we skip travel to the next closest place where the footprints lead to. This takes us all the way out here to the Heartburn Incarnate that is this pit in the Titan's chest. Actually, it kind of is in the chest area. It's not quite on the shoulder. It's over by the collarbone. I guess it could lead down that far. And then we gotta walk all the way through this tunnel that we were through a long time ago when we did that quest with the Vangs.
Now let's see.
Now that we're higher leveled, I'm level 41 right now. If the party leader is more than 10 levels or more above the aggressive enemies in the area, they won't challenge you. There are some very small exceptions to this rule, but by and large, that's how it is. Here's your reward. Thank you. But what in the world would you want with information on Milady's routine anyway? No need to trouble yourself with that. Yeah, she's already snuffed it. What? You never said anything about that! Shut it, old man. You're already in it up to your neck. Who are you people? They don't belong around here. Way too squeaky clean for that. Scram, beat it, get her out of here. I think not. Then I guess we'll have to get rid of you ourselves. Yeah! Do you have any idea who you're talking to? You're posing as Imperial soldiers, and you don't know the great Morag Ladair Esquire DDS. I think I used this joke on someone else in the story already. Oh yeah, the Seekinator. How could I ever forget him? Wow, these guys, they're sicking their level 27s on us, and you can't even get to this objective before Morag has joined the party. This is just pathetic. Look at how much damage he took from that one special. That was over half his health. I'm sure someone out there thinks specials should do over half of everyone's health. I mean, they're called specials. Oh wow, looks like you don't need my help. Ugh, I beg you, please, spare my life. I did nothing wrong. Now this I have to hear. I only gave them the details on Milady's routine. I had no idea they'd... Oh yes, I have something for you. It's a key to the scoundrel's secret hideout. They're holed up in an old warehouse in the lower city. Really. It's true, I swear. I wouldn't lie to you. See, I'll provide any valuable information. I'm no ally of theirs, so please. Yeah, I think so. We overheard some pretty good stuff. Oh, thank goodness. You may not be one of them, but you still better tell us everything you know. I'll take this miscreant into custody. Thanks. Can I ask you to check out the secret hideout? We'll give it our best shot. Once I have handed him over to HQ, I'll go join you. This next place is a little tough to get to. They said it's in the lower city, yet we see the objective in the middle of the road, another byproduct of the bad maps.
We're here.
Let's get going.
To do this, we want to go to the central plaza here. And maybe not over there. Is it here? It's around here somewhere. There we go. Behind this building, there's a way down. I'll go over this way. What are you doing over here, Tivio? This area has a lot of residents who aren't of native Ardanian race. That's partly because property is so cheap, near all the warehouses, but also Garmati folk just like to stick together. The problem is the local Ardanians don't think people from this area are very trustworthy. When I tell people I live on the Admar Wall, they look at me with pity. It's silly, really. This place is a great view, and it gives you a sense of freedom. I guess there's always the danger of falling. Who even knows what's lurking down below here? But once you're used to it, it's really not so bad. I grew up in kind of some poverty areas. My mom tried really hard for us and, you know, tried living in the nicest areas that she could afford, but it wasn't always the greatest. I kind of got used to it myself, and I grew to appreciate it too. I feel you. Old drainage sluice. Ew, sounds so gross. The hell are you? How did you get in here? Comet, settle down. They've got blades with them. Could be Imperial scum. Oh, you got the scummiest of Imperial scum that ever Imperial scummed right in front of you right now. You have no idea. Why do none of these know their greatest enemy? You think the Special Inquisitor, you think that they would have dartboards with her face on them all over their bases? Or at least have her likeness on their toilet seats or something. Yet, no, they don't even know who she is. And I reiterate, you need to have her in your party to get this far. You'd think that they would be all over this, being like, oh yeah, now's my opportunity to get her good, but nope. Ah, all right, Bridget, you open us up. Mutinous Rodri. Break him? No, still resisting. Resisting arrest. I can never break your spirit, it seems. The special recharge is coming out quite nice with only one blade that I'm using. I just have common blades on her, so we're getting trust with at least somebody. We'll awaken a new blade for Morag soon, don't you worry. We just haven't had a whole lot of fighting that hasn't had things that we've needed to see on other characters. I also thought that Rex made the most sense to play us for all that Garfont mercenary stuff. This is really the first time that we're getting to do much fighting with Morag.
Nuclear blast break.
Death by a nuke. Hunter's chemistry too, yes! Man, these slummy fugitives sure know how to live. Are you guys all right? No worries. What the, Jack? Huh? Something wrong. Is that you, Da? Huh? What are you doing in the Imperial Army? What are you doing with these rebels and lowlives? Like you don't know why. Revenge, my boy. I'm glad you managed to forget so easily. It's the Empire who will let your ma die. I'll never be anything but chattel to them. Of course I haven't forgotten, but after you left, we needed to survive somehow. So I risked my life on a chance, became a driver for the Empire. for my family. What have you been doing since you left us? I told you, boy, I've been seeking out our revenge. An innocent woman is dead. She had a bloody family. All you've managed to do is leave yet another kid without a mother. Ma wouldn't have wanted this. She would never have wanted revenge. I'm doing the same thing as them? I'm no better. Are the others well? Yes, they're fine, thanks to money from the Empire. What's it to you? If you can forgive me, I'll return home to Torrigoth and we can be a family again. I don't know, what should I do? Can you help me? My lady, I respectfully counsel you use your best discretion here. Yeah, I know. Better not make a decision I'm gonna regret. 3 choices. Things work better if he is banished from the Ardanian Titan. Things aren't as happy if we hand him over to the army or we let him do as he likes. We'll banish him from the Ardanian Titan. Even though I don't particularly like this choice, I think honestly he's better off rotting in prison for what he did. Exile. Then I suppose I'll head for Torrigoth. Get an honest job and work to repay what I owe the kids. Yeah. Daha! Oh, but before that, you have to tell us what you know about whoever murdered Sandra. There's a whole network of people with anti-imperialist sentiments. But I'm just a fringe member. I don't know about the bigwigs. I'm sorry. Worry not. Well, I guess I'll be escorting him to the port. Thanks for all your help. Looks like everything worked out. This is for you. See you around. A surprisingly detailed little story that branched off of just some guy in an early cutscene. I like when they do this, where you get a whole character arc for somebody who doesn't really seem important at first, and they aren't really important to the main plot, but it just shows how everyone kind of has their own story going. Oh, what? You want lockpicking level 6? What are you? A bank vault?
I have grown.
Ah, new possibility.
Another awakening.
Nick, our journey got easier.
Lockpicking level 2. Trying to help or slap in the face, can't decide. Our total lockpicking level is 1 shy. We'll have to come back another time. From that spot, I want to go to Harhaig Gate and go to the back of the palace. Back behind it, here's Jack. Hey. Hey there, you've done so much for me recently. I can't thank you enough. Da's still under investigation, but it looks like everything he's telling them is the truth. There's room for extenuating circumstances, it seems. Maybe one day, he'll be able to go back home. My lord is like family to me. He is caring, kind, all-around wonderful person. There's just one problem. He's still green when it comes to... Why is Rex dancing with his life? He's still green when it comes... Why is he still green when it comes to battle and fears the sight of blood? Kindness can be seen as a weakness. That's why I... Why do you have to ruin everything? Jeez. Okay. That sounds kind of wrong. It makes it sound like Jack's dad went to prison and maybe he'll make it back home one day, even though we exiled him. And he shouldn't have gone to prison. That's because this text is backwards. On the other path, he'll be talking about his father having made it back home, even though we said to arrest him. This is one of the few typographical mistakes in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that was never fixed with a patch. It's kind of a shame because, like I said, I think quite positively of this questline, and of all the ones to have an error like this, it's kind of lame that it's the entire conclusion of the whole thing.
If I may.
But with all that done, that was quite a long story. A lot of distrust in the world that we're making better. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we're gonna keep going around Mor Ardain, see some other new things that have opened up. See you guys then.